En entrevista con el financiero Bremmer, quien es presidente de Euroasia Grup, habló de la oportunidad para normalizar pronto la relación entre México y Estados Unidos. Además, el presidente de Euroasia Grup, consultoría global experta en riesgos políticos, prevé que la ausencia de liderazgo global debido a la próxima renuncia estadounidense al rol ocasione para este año una recesión geopolítica.
In Mexico, the incredible uncertainty around your relationship with the United States and the incoming Trump administration is absolutely the top risk. I do feel that there is a good opportunity to build a more normalized trade relationship between the two countries in relatively short order. Well, I mean, that Trump has said that NAFTA is the worst deal that the U.S. has ever done, right? So you got to fix it. Well, you got to fix it soon, because the longer it takes to fix it, the more people are going to wonder, you know, what's going on with the most important trade relationship that Mexico has in the world. I mean, Mexico isn't like the Philippines, where it can go to China. Like, Mexico is like Israel. You've got the United States or you've got nothing, right? Oh, it's much more broad than the automotive sector. I think that Trump really sees the relationship with Mexico as a question of import substitution, that Mexico buys a lot from China, from other countries. He'd like that to be bought from the United States instead. Know how many months we're talking about. I do think that it's very important for the Mexican president. Much of what Trump will be doing with a Republican House and a Republican Senate will help to improve growth in the U.S. Spending on infrastructure, privatizations, reduction of taxation, harmonization of the regulatory process. I mean, we're going to see things that are bad for the global environment. We'll see things that are bad for global leadership, America's role in the world. But in terms of America's economy being able to lead to more remittances of Mexicans sent back to Mexico, more tourism, that sort of thing, there I do think there's upside for the Mexican economy. Dangerous. I mean, the biggest problem with Trump, this was coming even if Hillary Clinton won, but it was going to take longer. Under Trump, it happens immediately. It's the end of a Pax Americana, and that means that, you know, around the world, no one's replacing the United States for the sheriff role, for global trade, you know, for global values. So geopolitical recession, the possibility of major interstate conflict, is now real, and that, you know, for the United States as the global leader wasn't always a great force for good, right? We saw this with Iraq and Afghanistan. Many people criticized the Americans for hypocrisy, but it was better than nothing. It's what I call a G0 world. It's very possible. I mean, I think that for the first time in my career, the principal risks to the global economy actually come from geopolitics, not from the market side. That's unique.
La entrevista que realizó Jonathan Ruiz, director de Información Económica y de Negocios de El Financiero. Ahora le recuerdo mi cuenta de Twitter,